You guys are doing great, and hopefully you guys are profitable and trading well. Um, let's do a recap of how the markets are doing and a bit of what I traded today, right? So markets are still bullish. The reason I say it is every day there is some news which comes out. I don't really care what it is, but what you can see is the buyers keep on stepping up, right? Let me throw it on a 15-minute chart. Just going to show you a bit more. I'm not sure this is a misprint on here. So every time when the market opens, there's a flush, it gets bought up, right? Flush, and at the end of the day bought up, again flush, and then they bought up. So it means that dip buyers are there, right? If you see a flush and a continuation towards the flush, it means, you know what, there is a bear market or there's a lot of bears. But if you see a flush and there's no another flush or a flush, it means we are in a buy the dip market. And that's exactly what's happening in the spiders. Uh, so daily is still pretty healthy, weekly is still pretty healthy, right? So bias is still long unless something major happens. Right now bias is still long. So one of the trades I did this today was VSTO. I'm not really sure what this stock is, but I did trade it because it came on one of my scanners. So let's see what it really is. Vista Outdoor, right? I'm not sure what they do, but maybe they sell some outdoor products. So who knows? It came on one of my scanners and didn't have a chance to trade in the morning. In the afternoon, I came back and was trying to see what's going on. So when I look on the daily chart, that's where our first analysis always happens. I look at the daily chart to see if there's any room, right? So last time it gapped from 46 to 42. So a $4 drop last time, and again, if it gaps down, hopefully there's more continuation today, right? I got involved in the stock in a bit late. If you look on the 5-minute chart, there's multiple ways for you to have played it. I played the last, last move. So the first way, of course, this flush. I'm not sure if you could have shorted right at the open, and hopefully it's gonna flush. There's no really way for you to manage your risk, right? Once it had a flush down, it went sideways over this $31 level. Best case scenario was short against the 31s and see put a stop of whatever you want, 20, 30 cents, and hopefully if it drops under 31, it never goes back over 31. So it went the first flush, it went through, had a small bear flag over here, again a flush, right? So two moves right off the bat. By 11 o'clock, the two moves were done. Now the trade is going to become hotter. The reason being is the stock has already come off from $36 to $28, an $8 drop on a $30 stock. That's a big, big move, right? The other way you could have played it is on this bear flag, right? When it comes back to the 20-day moving average, try to short it as close to the bear flag to the moving average as possible. So short against these 30s and for a move lower. Now my thought process was, I mean, if it breaks this 2850 level, which was a level which was tapped previous times, it might have one more follow through. So that was my thought process. Not 100% right. You just need to have a thought process of where you're gonna get in, where you're gonna get out, right? So it already had. That's what I said. Is the last. It was the fourth move, right? This first move was the flush down. This is a break from the first move. This is the flag break on here. This is the second move, right? If you want me to show you what exactly what I mean. So that was the first move. That was the second move. That was the third move. And finally is the last move, right? So four moves, flush down, flag break second move, third move, and then this is the last move. Last move is really tricky, but as long as you manage your risk properly, you can still make some decent gains, right? So I went in with 500 shares thinking that, you know what, it's going to be a quick trade. So I had 500 shares at 28.53. I quickly took profit at 28.32, and guess what? Because it was the last move, it did break below, but then it quickly went back up, right? So if you're not careful and if you don't manage your risk properly, you might actually get stopped out. So this is I would say an F on a Z grade. If you want to give a grade to the short, is a Z. The best moves were the first move, second move, third move, fourth move. So fourth move is usually the hardest one. Still managed to make some dollars. Still managed to keep the risk low and try to make some gains. Overall, a decent day. Made about $110. Trucking along slowly but surely, right? Made about 110 bucks over here. Um, so $110 and 13 cents, whatever it is. So overall, so far so good for the week. Nothing to complain. You can see this when I played this 28.50 break. It broke down. I took my profits. Not the smartest of the way to trade it, but you know what? As long as you keep your risk properly, um, you would do okay, right? Any questions? Give me a like and subscribe on YouTube if you want to see more of these videos to see how I'm progressing. I really hope some of you guys are really learning from these videos which I'm putting out. Not a lot of people are able to document their journey, right? On a $4,000 account, I think I made about 700 bucks, 800 bucks in a span of 2 weeks, right? So is it possible to trade in a small account and still make a living? Depends on how much you need, how much you need to live on. If you need $2,000, you know what? On $4,000, can you make $2,000? Chances are you could. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities. If you see from my previous log, I missed out. The reason being is I took my small gains and I had other commitments in life. So I'm not even trading full time, and I'm still able to make up $700-800 in the last 2 weeks, right? We still have how much? Another 2 weeks to go. So yeah, there's another 2 weeks to go. I'm not trading on 25th, 26th, maybe 26th I might trade, but 25th no trading, and then 27th no trading. So last 3 days, these 3 days I might not be able to trade, but I'll be trading on 30 and 31st. So it's possible to trade small and just truck along, right? Make some small gains. You don't need to be a cowboy trader. Just make your small gains. Make it possible for you to control. If you cannot be able to lose 100 bucks, then maybe you're willing to lose 50 bucks. Take a risk of 50 bucks, right? For me, $100 is a comfortable level. If I lose $100, nothing is really gonna happen psychologically for me. But if I um, lose too much, then maybe it might affect me, right? But if it's $100, it's okay. So taking I never even lost $100. That's another thing, right? So hopefully you guys learning. Give me a follow on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a like, and you guys enjoy your life. Adios.